back is killing me.
What is up, my gearheads?
What's
You know, man, I look like I'm in a dorm room, don't I? Xbox on the wall, ping pong table in the back. This is weird. Never thought about it. So what's
It's
new?
you, though.
This is my it was supposed to be my man cave when we bought this house. This would be my area. It turns out it's just a big dog house. My dogs took over the room. They're right there.
just
They're
hanging
jerks.
out?
They're jerks, man.
This was going to be our fancy office. We have dog pens, piano, sewing machine, overflow. It's just a room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is my garage.
I
I feel
couldn't
like I
tell.
need to jump in there.
You got the garage and the bathroom if you get a number. You got like 9 kids and a wife. Jump in.
Oh, no.
In and out of
No.
line.
There's a lawn and garden section over here. There's a
Man.
Christmas decoration section over here.
Doesn't that suck? We need to poll the audience and ask them like, what's your favorite small garage hacks? Because I'm with you, Fro. I got a 20 by 20. I got a 20 by 20 I got to deal with.
Favorite small garage hack? You just drill a hole in the wall, a little piece of hose through it, run it up to a funnel.
All right,
Now
that's
Now you
good.
got a urinal.
Yeah,
You don't even have to go in the house to pee anymore.
it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass on that one.
I do have a couple other buildings on my property here.
On the estate,
On the estate.
on
that
the
I
Pickard
can
Performance
keep
Custom,
stuff.
Rick
That's
Pickard
right.
Performance Coatings estate.
That's right. Man, you want to hear something crazy? Speaking of Pickard's Performance Coatings. So I pretty much right now strictly use Cerakote, the brand, because I like
Yeah.
it, right? I know it's good stuff. So I've ordered enough stuff now to now they're emailing me. They're like, hey, do you want to become a certified Cerakote technician or whatever? And I'm like, may not be a bad idea to go visit them, do a 2-day,
How many doll hairs did they want?
It's a couple $1,000s, right?
Okay.
Which isn't bad because when you pay that couple $1,000s, not only do you get a 2-day training, you get discounts on stuff and tools from there on out, right? Which is awesome. And then if you're a business, they'll put you on their Cerakote map. So if anybody looks for a Cerakote applicator, you're on that map. So
You can be their applicator.
exactly. And there's no one in our area right now, I think, that's on that map. So I'm like, yeah, I'll look into that. I feel like this is an investment, right? Something John's told me several times, man, invest in yourself. Believe in yourself, invest in yourself. Taking that to heart. Until I talk to them and they're like, yeah, where's your shop at? Where's your storefront? And I go, well, right now, my shop in the back in my backyard, which makes it sounds kind of redneck, but it's a nice little shop. It's small, but it does what it's supposed to. And most of it, honestly, do in my garage up front. But anyway, they said they will not put me on their Cerakote map unless I have a commercial storefront. Yeah, so I'm not going to be on the Cerakote applicator map anytime soon, right? So
Well,
I don't feel like I need it right now. I'm good.
you would still be our applicator of choice.
Yeah, thanks.
It's true.
I stay busy enough right now as much as I want to be. So Anyway, what's going on?
Any Hoosier.
Any
Not much. I mean, honestly, we pre-showed this one pretty good, so we've got a whole bunch of stuff to throw in there.
Yeah, we're 5.5 minutes in and we haven't touched on anything we pre-showed about.
I want to touch it.
Yeah,
Bro, is your car painted yet?
My car is not painted yet, but with good reason. With good reason.
yeah.
I don't know if you know this or not because both of you guys are inside, but it is hotter than Scarlett Johansson out here, and I've got my own personal fan going here.
He says, and I ain't kidding you.
And I ain't kidding you. This is hotter than 2 mice and a wool sock and a potbelly stove.
So here's the deal. If you guys don't know this, when it's this hot outside and you try to spray anything with a reducer in it, it's not going to lay out right. It's going to be dry. So I'm either going to have to go up to, where your car's at, up to Jimmy's when it's late. Like right now, it's actually not that bad outside here.
It's not.
Got a little breeze going. It's not too bad. But with that being said, it's also later than I want to be out working. I still got a full-time job I have to attend every day. So, but we got some good weather coming. Some nice cool off. Supposed to be in the 80s this weekend. Should be perfect. So we'll get a lot of that knocked out.
And in all honesty, we haven't even had our little conference call to figure out how we're going to lay out this top anyway. Like literally, We're just at the point right now where we need to get it in white. But like once it's laid out, it's go time. So in all honesty, about 3 minutes before we shoot is probably going to be about the time we figure out what we're doing.
It's normally when it's the best.
We're not great planners. When we plan, a lot of things go to hell. When we don't plan, things seem to kind of work out.
Yeah, whatever.
As long as you don't put John in charge of the hotels, like it's usually a pretty good deal.
It'll be fine.
You'll be good.
I'm way better at that now. No, I'm not.
Oh.
I had a long, enjoyable night of watching an old Nova sit out in the parking lot because we were in the worst section of South Carolina that I've ever seen in my life.
We were inside of the gate.
That gate had a 3-foot fence going around.
Listen, it all goes back to where's your tools at, bro? There's certain tools you have to carry with you on trips.
I slept like a big fat baby.
And as long as it's probably one of the few times you really need to have that metric tool with you.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I don't carry one of those.
Oh, you should.
I know. I've been told.
Anyway.
We'll get into those here in a bit.
Yeah, we got some of that.
But before we get into the show, before we get going, John, you are allowed to now get up and go get a beer.
He's going to talk about something you don't give a crap about.
I'm going to talk about something that you are not going to want to hear about. Hell, probably nobody wants to hear about. We had 2 deaths in the last week. If you've seen the Chevelle, then you know what we're talking about. Harry Haig and Andrew Bumgarner were in a single car accident, hit a pole, and we lost both of them. Also this week, we lost Alex Exidius, the founder of SoCal Speed Shop. The cool thing about both of these guys is both of these guys are guys who took trash and turned it into something cool. That Chevelle got drug out of a field in Kansas and became a legend on Drag Week and took Harry Haig with it. I mean, everybody knew that car. Everybody knew what was going on with that car. And it was kind of the same thing with Alex Exidius. He, got early into land speed racing and was the first guy to run a streamliner and was very integral in a lot of things that are going on today. A lot of hot rodding owes to Alex Exidius. I wanted to, at the very least, touch on that. Highly recommend you guys, if you get a chance, Go Google Alex Exidius. Go Google Harry Haig. Those guys were legends. We don't get into this hot rod thing because we want people to forget us, and I don't think anybody should forget those guys. Those guys left a hell of a mark. So let's get back to funnier, more entertaining stuff.
Well,
enough of that seriousness.
you really set the tone for the show on that, dude.
It's going to get better from here. I promise.
Yeah.
I had to say something. That's two guys that I've seen in magazines since I was, I've been reading about Alex Exidius for a long time. He's the guy who teamed back up with Pete Shaporis to reopen SoCal. That was mid to
Pete.
late.
Yeah, I remember hanging out with Pete. Me and him talked for a minute.
Yeah.
We really
I
did.
hate you. I hate
really
you
did.
so much for that day.
I met Pete. I talked to him for a second. hey, no kidding. No idea who it was when I was talking to him. Hey, Fro told me later. He's like, son of a, you know who that was? I was like, no, some cool old guy.
Some cool old guy.
And he's like, that was Pete. I was like, oh, yeah. He's like,
Yeah.
yeah, Pete. I'm like, oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
There's Cadzilla. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Let's go look at that. Let's go make fun of all these cars that are
Where's-
epic.
I'm ready for In-N-Out Burger.
Super jealous
Yeah.
because you got to meet Pete and I didn't,
Yeah.
and I hate you for it to this
What were
day.
you doing? Were you outside smoking?
No, I was.
He dropped his Mountain Dew. Kind of
He was walking 9 blocks to the nearest 7-Eleven for another Mountain Dew.
You're right.
No, we were in the gift shop at SoCal Speed Shop, and we were waiting to go do the tour where we would eventually meet Jimmy Shine, which was really cool. But
Actually, a really good dude. Seemed like
really good dude.
he. If you see him on TV, he kind of struck me as one of those people that'd be a jerk in real life. He really did. I was like, man, this guy's gonna be a jerk. Turns out, no, man, he's really, really cool. At least to us, at least that day. But we hung out with him for a while.
We did. We talked to him for a lot longer than we were supposed to. But while we're walking around the gift shop, I just happened to be looking at books, and he was over looking at something else. And Pete came out of the office and asked him how he was doing. Need any help finding anything? You guys taking the tour? Bo was like, yeah, we're going to go take the tour. No, I think everything's good, man. I appreciate it, though. And he walks back into his office before I can get over there. And I was like, that was Pete.
Bug off, you old dipshit.
Yeah.
Try to read the sign, old man.
Get out of the way. I'm trying to take pictures.
Yeah. Who do you think you are? Just hand my buddy the keychain that he wants to buy so we can leave. Do you have another 2X? Because that's what we're looking for.
Yeah.
You know it all.
I need a black one that's 2X.
That was a good trip. That was a good
That
time.
was a very good trip. That's the one thing I can say about the trips that we took is we tried to find every hot rod shop, every speed shop, everything the auto museum, everything we could find.
I will say this. A lot of those guys that I met, like I spent a lot of time in like Southern California for work. And I got to go, there's a hot rod shop called Hot Rods and Custom Stuff. Been there for a long time. It's what literally was called Hot Rods and Custom Stuff. And they build some bad stuff. A group of old men back there working, they're all the same people. All those old school hot rodder guys in that age, which this was 15, 20 years ago, right?
Yeah.
And they were in their 70s and 80s then. They're all the same guy in just different shops in different area of, different parts of the United States. And it's hilarious. They all talk the same, dress the same, have the same, I don't know. Just
And they have
I
hilarious
don't know where I'm going with
stories.
that. They're all the same stories.
They're all the same
I'm saying,
stories.
it's the same
All
stuff. Yeah, but they're all fun. Anyway,
we were talking about Pickert's Performance Coatings.
I mean, that's me.
Steve is putting together his Steve over at the Smoked Meats and Mini Trucks podcast is putting together his 4Runner, and they're doing an LS swap. So those manifolds needed to be coated.
And I was the guy to do it.
And Bo was the guy to do it.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not doing justice to the voiceover here.
I feel like I didn't tell him this, and you probably didn't either. But hey, Griggs, if you're listening to this, don't tell anybody else what you paid me to do that, because I'm not charging anybody else that same amount. That was just for you.
He'll be watching first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
So that's one of the projects you've been working on. Anything crazy going on with that, or
Also,
Just a
Greg,
real-
maybe clean up that junk before you put that nice set of headers on there.
They're test fitting.
Come
It's-
on.
it's mock-up phase? He's still looking for an intake. As a matter of fact, if anybody knows of a factory LS1 intake, he's looking for one because the truck intake's not going to fit under that hood.
No, it's rather large. Hey, there's a couple of those.
Go ahead.
I was saying, there's a couple of those tools you need to get.
Yeah. They're bulky, but
I consider it carry on.
I just don't know what the hell I'm going to do with two LS manifolds, you know?
Yeah, I get it. They're heavy. Now, manifolds, a few pistols for a buddy, just slides and frames. You know, when I went to spray the brown ones, I was like, man, what an ugly color. Turns out I like that color a ton. Man.
I like it way better than the other one.
Well, that's actually going to be a Denver Broncos themed setup. So
Oh,
I just gave him the start for it.
If I knew anything about foosball, I'd make a joke about the Denver Broncos. But
I coughed there because I almost vomited, so it's
Yeah,
fine.
you don't have to. Everybody knows.
okay.
Okay.
Let's see what else we're working on.
Whoa.
There it is. So this is Devin's T-Rex body, his second. This is version 2. His first body that he was running, he had to send off to another driver because I guess he totaled his body. So Devin wasn't scheduled for a few weeks. So Devin sent his body to another guy. The promoter brought in this body that you see Devin standing next to in his get-up, which is awesome,
Man,
which is funny.
yeah.
But this is the body that we extended 14 inches, and I had to add all those. Everybody calls them gills. They're not gills, but behind the mouth.
What are they?
It's like when a T-Rex opens their mouth real wide. It's the skin. It's at the back of the jaw, I guess, right here. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
Oh, look on the blow-up thing. See where it's red in the back corners? Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. What do you want me to say?
It's just the lips.
It's just that in the corners of your mouth.
Just
here.
the back of the lips.
Anyway,
It's just a little. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just glad to see that Devin's having fun with this.
I am
Yeah.
too.
he absolutely is.
Kudos to that guy. Like I probably wouldn't do that.
I think Bo just froze up on us.
Oh, I don't think so.
Okay.
It was this shocked face.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I would have it in me to throw on the T-Rex outfit.
Oh, I would.
Also not sure they make it in my size.
Nah, I think it's one size fits all.
Is it?
Mm.
I've seen those and they're really one size fits most.
Oh.
And most of us ain't fitting.
Yeah.
Devin does.
I have athletic thighs. Okay, I wear husky pants.
Yeah.
Yeah, some shorty shorts I'll wear with it. It'll be fine.
Oh, he's got pants on under that?
I wouldn't. So anyway, so that's his truck. The truck to the right is actually the very first monster truck body I painted. That is what's that called? Roaring Rex. It's the same exact body, different paint scheme. It's got that killer wing on the back of it. There it is. But in this picture, you can tell the difference of how much I extended the body and we added the gills or whatever y'all want to call them. I don't know.
The lips.
The gills.
That's what Devin always calls it. So that's just what I start. I know that's not what it is. They're not T-Rex doesn't have gills.
It's just the corner of the mouth.
It's a corner. It's the back corner of the mouth. Exactly what it is. But it looks a lot better.
The stretch definitely makes it look like it fits the chassis a lot better.
Yeah. Also, if you see the headers coming off of Devin's truck on the right side, those are also Cerakoted at Pickard's Performance Coatings.
Pickard Performance Coatings deal right there. I can tell.
Yeah.
Look how good it looks.
Yeah. So what sucks is that the picture on the truck on the left on the Roaring Rex, the picture doesn't do it justice. That paint job actually turned out really good.
So
Like,
the paint job, I think, is better because I know you were doing a more monster truck style later in the game.
Yeah.
But the colors, as far as, because let's all be honest, monster trucks are geared towards children of all ages. 8 to 80, you're a big old kid watching monster trucks.
It's true.
And we want to see the flashy one on the right, not the more muted colors that is arguably a way better paint job on the left.
Well, like I said, the picture doesn't really do it justice. It's not that dull looking it's really not. It's not that dull looking in person. I think there's the sunset or whatever it is. It's making it look.
I like the lime
Look
green
weird.
and the blue and the big pink lips, whatever those are.
Yeah.
Gills.
Yeah.
Moving
Yeah.
on.
The
The other
show's not.
ones are kind of. It's yellow. It's like spawning in season.
Spawning season.
Did you never watch Jurassic Park, John?
No.
Never? You've never watched Jurassic Park?
Is it a cartoon?
No,
No.
way. Shush. You're serious?
I don't think so.
You've never seen Jeff Goldblum go, man, that is one huge pile of poop.
I don't know who that is.
Hey, I saw Jeff Goldblum at the Seattle airport one time. Yeah. I seen a lot of celebrities at the airports. KC and the Sunshine Band, they were all not sober. Just joking. They were fine.
Oh, next topic.
How do you recognize Casey and the Sunshine Band?
That's a good question.
Because they all had jackets on that said it.
Oh, really? Okay. Cheater. Good job. Because I'm like, I had no dang idea.
Yeah.
Hold
I'm-
on.
So
Hold on.
I've probably met people before that I should have known who they were. I don't know.
I seen the-
Whoever.
I seen the jackets, the matching jackets, so I looked it up. I looked up Casey and Sunshine Band to see what they look like, and they were them.
It wasn't like a Casey and the Sunshine Band impersonator. That was all
No.
fake
It was legit them. That was in the That was at the Vegas airport.
Yeah.
We're going off on a tangent here, but are you the one who saw Huggy Bear at the airport?
Yeah. Yes. Hey, he was
Coolest
wearing.
thing I've ever saw at an airport is a tornado.
Hey, Huggy Bear was in full leather pants, leather shirt, leather jacket. It was crazy.
How come I can't wear full leather?
You'll chafe like crazy, sir. You gotta have a lot of
Well,
baby powder.
besides that, but like everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, look at this loser." Huggy Bear does it, and it's cool.
Yeah,
Maybe I want to wear a whole leather outfit.
he's got that swag, you know.
Yeah. All right.
Oh my God.
Just saying.
I don't know what we've had more of.
I don't
Both.
even know. Like, do you order leather pants that? Because I have big legs.
I
I
want to
gotta
know what
shop
we.
Big and tall section to get the legs to go over my thighs. And
I don't think the
the
problem with
leather
getting.
pants even go on.
So the thing is, I think they'll go on. I don't think that's the problem because you're going on dry with powder. I think getting them off at the end of the day is the issue. You got to have a friend roll those babies off.
Which brings us to Gold
Gotta
Bond
powder that deal.
medicated powder.
That's where we're headed. All right.
All right.
Are you drag and drive guys that are thinking about leather pants? Give it a
Dragon
shot.
dry powder
Drag and
and
drive
leather
powder.
pants. on your next drag and drive.
Oh man,
Somebody's licensing that as we speak.
I am not involved in that.
Hey, I'm about to start saying dumb stuff on here just so that I see it on the internet. Like 3 days later.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that in a minute.
When I say I'm about to start saying dumb stuff on here, I realize that's already happened. But seriously,
I want somebody to comment on this video as to what we have heard,
into
what we've heard
fruition.
more of. Have we heard more of Bo's celebrity sightings or Bo's unusual job history?
No, it's not a job history. It's my hobbies. I didn't get paid for any of that stuff.
I did that for free.
Yeah. I was almost 40 years old. I was almost 40 years old playing arena football with young men. You know what I mean? That was rough. I did it, but it was rough.
That's one of them deals where you tell everybody you're doing it, and then you can't not do it.
Yeah, well, I got family showing up to watch. I'm like, crap. Hey, look at that. Turns out
A 275 will fit like a champ.
275/60 will fit on the old wagon. Do I need that tire? Not at all, man. I don't make enough power to need that deal, but it looks cool. And it'll help me on the highway when I'm.
And it fits because on the last episode we kind of solved the backspacing problem. So
Yep. Turns out 5.5 inch backspacing.
So you had
or negative 27 or positive 27 offset on an 8-inch wheel.
So that's like a 28.
That is a 28, yeah.
And your slicks are a
26,
26.
which is fine because when I'm driving, right, it'll give me a couple hundred RPM less on the road.
What's the first word?
But the dragon part, I got the 26s, which will, a little bit lower gear ratio, help me out at the track. It'll be fine. Be good.
Okay.
Right?
So you still going to 26 it up at the track?
If these drag radials hook, which I think they're going to just fine with, like I said, from where I'm at, with the power level I'm at, I think they're going to be fine.
Well, yeah, but you're going to lose a little gear.
Well, we'll see. We'll
with
see what
2
happens.
less inches.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. So I've heard.
Or 2 extra inches. You gotta have some power for those 2 more inches.
Right. I know. I get it. Going from a 6 to 8 is a big deal.
You got to really work it.
Yeah.
Going from 6 to 8.
Well, it fits now.
Not everybody can handle it.
So.
See how the wagon does.
I've been on 6s my whole life, so.
I was just curious what the average was.
I mean, never mind. Moving on.
Moving on. And speaking of center folds.
Ooh.
Big Lock's battling it out. Big Block Bob putting the smackdown on old Mike Honcho.
Yeah, he kind of
just by removing an alternator belt.
He kind of railed you there at the end.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. That's fine.
But that is Sick the magazine.
I can't look at a picture of your car, John, without thinking about spray painting your fender with engine paint. That's all I think is like that. It's perfect. It looks so good. Like it just blends right. It's perfect. Anyway.
What's disturbing is you've spent so much time on that wagon making it look good. And he made it into a magazine with a spray painted fender.
Yeah, that's cool. That's fun.
Mine looks like a damn Holstein. I got all. What color is it? It's like several of them.
Yeah.
I mean,
Pick
most of it is like a rusty reddish color. Most people say it's the Orange Nova. I don't really know.
Tomato soup red.
We
know what color the fenders are.
Floppy fenders. Yeah, they're definitely
Chevy orange.
Chibi spray can orange.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Blended good.
Man.
It really throws me off because growing up as someone who read magazines and really looked up to people that were in magazines, it kills me. Because this is like the pinnacle for me. Like, this is it. You have finally made it. You are in print. This is going to be in history for all time. It is never going to go away. Somebody is going to find an issue of this magazine 50 years from now and go, wow, look at that pile of crap Nova just putting it down.
And I'm over there looking dead sexy in my sleeveless, I'm on a boat t-shirt. And Pedro's got his ripped up pants and I think a Power Tour 2018 t-shirt on.
Oh, man.
Can't
That is
find a couple better specimens to put in a magazine.
It's Mike Honcho. You know Mike Honcho's got to do a spread, and I do mean spread.
Oh, yeah.
It's right in the middle. It's spread
Yeah.
for sure.
Right there.
Fro just looks at this. Every time he sees a picture of your car, he's like, man, I farted in that car so much. That car is nothing. Farting there all the time.
Oh, that thing's in a magazine. I just hate it. I farted in it.
And
I remember sitting next to that car in Memphis and crying because I didn't think I was going to be able to go home.
ever
Ever. I thought that was the end of life.
writing a love note to his wife on the inside of a cigarette pack. If you find this, the old
Just know that
packet
I
on
love
the corner
you.
done off to me.
He just got Cheeto dust with some tears and mixing it up to write with. You know what I mean?
Can I keep the tool? You're in an Uber going across town to get no, bring your own tool.
That's my tool.
You were safe in an Uber and left me sitting in the horrible section of Memphis with no tools.
Well,
Bring your own tools. All I got to say.
Anyway,
this was fun, and shout out to Big Block Bob. That car's on like a 255 drag radial.
something like that.
He's got a 350 gear and a 255 drag radial. Gear vendor.
And still thumped your ass.
Wearing me out.
well,
Look at this deal. Hey, speaking of being in a magazine,
This is a picture from the circuit, and I will be dropping the video that we made from the circuit within the next 2 days.
yep.
I've got everything put together on that. I thought it'd be definitely not the fact that I do not understand what I'm doing. It's one of those things where I wanted to save this video for a strategic time. This seems to be that time. They're talking about the circuit 2025. It's coming up. Starting to put things together, put the wheels in motion on that. I figure now will be as good a time as any to go ahead and drop that video. And
well, I mean, if you're not going to drop the video within a week or two of the event, you might as well wait till it rolls back around.
exactly.
That's
Yeah, we're 7 months away. It's time. They did. I think they're growing that event yet again. I think not the year we just had, but the one that happened before that. It was like 2 days, same track, like
Yeah.
race, cruise night, race. Last year it was race. That was even cooler because more racing and less not racing. But next year it's going to be, I think they upped it to like 200 participants and a tailgate class.
yeah.
So that's fancy.
Yeah. They added 25, I think, last year. They added 25 cars, right?
What was it, like a 125? And then they said like they upped it to 150.
I think so.
Now they're gonna probably handy that they're starting at Tulsa because that's a big old hanking parking lot to
Yeah. Yep.
to get everybody parked up in.
So is Jungle Fro going to make it back to the circuit next year? Circuit
Are you
2025?
kidding?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
That's a yes. Well, you have to because Narcs said he's going to join you.
Narcs is going to join me, and if I'm doing this not by myself, that's going to be at least 50% better than doing it by myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get
that works for more things than just being Jungle Fro.
Are you gonna use the same outfit? Or are you gonna try something new this year?
I don't know. You know, I've
Maybe throw some
been
fish
trying
nets
some
on?
things on. I've been checking some things out.
You know what? I believe you.
Not
Hitting
saying
up-
that Daddy's
hitting
rocking
up-
fishnets this year, but it might happen.
I think fishnets would be right there.
That's where I'm at. Find me some go-go boots that'll fit over my large legs.
Yeah.
You hitting the big girl stores down at the Promenade Mall.
It's all thrift shop here, baby.
Oh yeah.
That's funny.
I don't want anything firsthand. All right. So John hinted at it.
Goodwill. They even have a Goodwill store in Northwest Arkansas.
Are you kidding me? It's like the home of the Goodwill store. The only thing we have more of than the Goodwill store is America's second largest retailer.
So they send the homeless guy to the butcher shop and take all his stuff and sell it at the Goodwill.
Yeah.
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 Makes sense.
I don't even know about the butcher shop. They just take him to the rich people and then I get all of his stuff at the Goodwill.
Okay. Yeah.
There's a topic I didn't want to touch back on. The topic I do want to touch back on is the worst screenshot I've ever taken in my life.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna build a whole car with parts exclusively from Temu.
So if you remember last show, John was talking about getting a carburetor off Temu for his big block. Then John said, within 24 hours, someone's going to do this.
Yeah.
And literally, I think this was August. So I don't know when I saw this, but it was the next day I saw this and sent this to these guys. This is T-Pain, if you can't read or not watching.
I can't read.
I guess he's legit really going to try to build a whole car from Temu. What's what it looks like. So we're trying to find more reels from him, right? We just haven't been able to do that yet.
I've been
Yes.
scouring the interwebs. I didn't know it was like T-Pain.
Man, I hope
Yeah,
it's
it's
real.
like, do you know what he does now?
Just
Order
be
stuff from
T-Pain.
Temu.
He's a professional drift racer.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
well, that makes more sense.
But yeah, he bought a racing seat. If you get a chance to watch that reel, oh my god, it cracks me up.
It is funny.
I'll
It is
as
fun.
soon as this video drops, I'll post it in the comments.
Perfect. Post
But,
a link to it.
I guess being T-Pain didn't pay enough. He had to go be a drift racer too.
I think he just got bored.
Yeah.
Being T-Pain.
Yeah. Maybe he just wanted to
I
go.
don't know what being T-Pain is like.
Man, I think, but I think it would take a while to get bored doing that.
I don't know.
Maybe the auto tune went out. I don't know.
Anyway, moving on.
He's building, quote, a whole ass car off of Temu. Like the lift.
What? It's
Like,
funny. It's funny.
The
stuff.
lift, the car. He's going to start out with a shell of a car, and then I guess he's buying like a lift and tire machine and everything he can buy off of
Yeah.
Temu.
He said you can get a lift off that place for $1,600.
1600.
$1,600.
I like the reaction from the back. Are
Yeah.
you scared? Well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah. That's funny.
All right. Next topic. We're gonna make this as quick as possible.
So, anybody that didn't know, Snot Rocket was for sale. Snot Rocket 2.0 was for sale for like a day.
Yeah, 17 minutes.
17 minutes later, somebody's putting an LS in there.
Yeah. Take it down. Thank you.
I've already took it down.
Which brings me to my next topic. Why would people be talking crap about somebody buying a BA chassis like that?
I don't know, because I would do it if I could.
Oh man.
I think anybody that really had the number one had the money or had
Yeah.
a way of getting it and would actually be competitive with it, those people aren't going to talk crap. It's all the keyboard jockeys and the people that probably don't do this, or it's
where I go to find people
it's
talking
haters.
crap?
It's haters.
When I want to find
Yeah.
people talking crap about a subject, I find somewhere where Doug Cook has posted about that subject. Just go to the comments.
Yeah.
So is the main problem the fact that they're putting an LS in it, a Chevy motor into a Ford car, or
I think the main problem is
I
he's
can't
going.
tell if the main problem is that you can't build a chassis on your own, or why you put an LS in that deal. Because I think a gross misconception is that Brett was running that deal with like a coyote with a Whipple. That's simply not the case. It's probably like, how many coyotes you think were worth more than the one that's in that car? This is not the coyote you see every week at the drag strip.
This is not the coyote you see. No, I think what I read when it first came out, and I don't know how true this is, but it was the guy bought it. He's going to put an LS base setup in it, and he's going to beat Brett's time, which is what the record right now, right?
Yeah,
that's his plan. But to go any faster, you have to modify that chassis, correct?
Yeah.
I mean, he's hit the limit.
Legally, yes.
Yes.
Is somebody saying Brett couldn't have went faster in that chassis with his coyote? This is coming from not a Ford guy, too. All three people listening at this point.
He could go faster in that chassis. It just wouldn't be legal.
Right. So is that really doing anything? Is that really doing anything to go faster in that chassis? And
I don't know. B,
who is going to give anybody crap for being able to buy a $65,000
it's a deal
car that's half carbon fiber and half redonkulously nice parts?
It's like I said,
already proven itself down the track.
If you're going to spend the money on a car of that caliber, right, it's going to be built at a very reputable shop. Me and you and Fro's not going to build it in my garage. Okay, with the tubing bender we got from Eastwood. That's not going to happen, right? So, number one, there's the cost of having it done. And then there's the wait time. You're going to wait 4 to 6 months at least to have something like that done, right? At least. Like, that's what they start on it now, right? In most cases. I'm sure that some places will get it done faster, but right now, I mean, this sport's pretty popular right now. I mean, that's still, there's people in line. There's people waiting. So, if you can get it for cheaper than what it would cost, if you were to have it done on your own and have it right now, then why wouldn't you? It's a proven chassis. It's just, I don't understand why anybody would talk smack on the guy buying that.
Because some people can't get past
built not bought.
Built not bought.
Can't get past hanging out with somebody else's ex-girlfriend. It's still going to be the snot rocket. It's still going to be the old snot rocket. Unless you make major changes to that car, there's still going to be people sitting in the stands going, "Oh, that's the old snot rocket. He bought that. He just bought right into this."
100% right. We've always said that amongst us. If you bought one of your buddy's cars, it happened with me and you, Fro.
Yeah,
you bought a Jeep for me.
Yep.
That I already had lifted and done all the stuff to.
Yep.
And when you got it, everybody still called it my Jeep.
You know why?
You had to make changes, even though you helped me build it.
You had it first.
I had it first. I built it. I mean, we built it. You know what I mean? That was mine.
But what it comes down to is I had a blast in that thing, and I didn't have to care about anybody's opinion. When you're doing drag and drive stuff, like you're gonna hear everybody's opinion. Somebody's gonna throw it out there at the wrong time and say the wrong thing, and they're gonna offend somebody.
You don't have to care.
I wouldn't. And you're absolutely right. The whole time I had that Jeep, had a blast, didn't care that it was Bo's old Jeep. Helped Bo build it. I'm perfectly fine with that. So it's one of those things where I didn't have a problem.
I copied that build off your old Jeep build that you did first.
And you did it better.
Literally everything. I did the
black one?
8.8. Mine was white. Yeah, froze black one that he built first.
Yeah.
I did the spring over. He went 35s. I went with 36-inch IROCs. I did a spring over. I did the same exact slip yoke eliminator. I think
same rear end.
Yeah, the same 8.8, right? Went to the 8.8. I even think I ran the same gears as 488 gears.
Same gears, same
You know what
lock.
I mean? It was the same. It was the same deal. I just literally built a different Jeep, and then when he bought it, like I said, he helped me build it. So I don't know, but it was still my Jeep. Even until you sold it, they still called it mine. Everybody, all of us.
What's funny is where did I get the black one?
From my sister. I bought that Jeep from my sister. Yeah.
So it all ties together. And I've got pictures of the black Jeep after it was done on the parking lot where the white Jeep was originally for sale, sitting next to it so you can see kind of stock versus not stock.
Yeah.
I wanted to get that picture, and I have a picture of it next to that white Jeep before we lifted it.
Yeah.
So for me, it's not a big deal, but for some racers to get out there on the track and to be the guy in the old snot rocket, some guys are going to get pissed about that.
I wouldn't care if I bought. I wouldn't care if anybody said that. Hell yeah, I'm an old snot rocket.
I'd
Wearing you out
and call it the Red Rocket.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So the guy who used to own the snot rocket, where does he work?
Well, he works for Doug.
Where does Doug work?
Doug owns Motion.
Guess what? They're giving away a truck.
I think Brett actually works at TBM.
Brett works at TBM.
Lowrider.
I just watched a video.
And I don't know what any of these guys do. It's not like we know them.
Yeah.
We know their names.
Yeah, that's it. We know as much as you do if you watch the channels.
Yeah.
Or you know as much as us. That's what I meant. Yeah, this truck's the stuff.
Yeah.
What would you do with this if you won this?
Paint it.
Well, I think the first thing I'd do in it, go for a drive.
Yeah, I would go for drive, and I would do
exactly where I thought you were going.
With no hands, even.
Driving Tommy Lee style. Anyway.
This thing, like, there are very few giveaway builds that I'm like, okay, I got to find a reason to buy some crap from that deal. I'm going to buy some crap from that deal.
100%.
One of the guys from work called me and told me about this. I was like, yeah, now I got to order some stuff. This sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because their stuff's expensive.
Yeah, it is.
Like, I'm going to be looking for, y'all got like handkerchiefs or something?
Just have a Motion sticker, 2x2.
Yeah. Take a whole pack of the smallest sticker y'all got.
$173.
Do they have the stand back I built this shit myself sticker?
I don't, that's Cletus's deal, but I mean, maybe it all works together. I don't know. I don't know if they have that on Motion site or not. This truck, that's like I said, for real. The only thing I would do to this if I won this truck would be I would paint it. I don't like what Derek did to it with what he put blue in the clear and then kind of made, I don't know.
I'm not a fan of the paint job.
Yeah.
But you don't have to like that. That's pretty stinking easy to change.
No, everything else I'd leave alone. I mean, it runs mid 9s, low 9s.
Yeah.
And then there's a nitrous kit on it. They put a Hogan sheet metal intake and a dry nitrous setup on it now. So
yeah,
that's an 8-second truck, and it's got a cage for 850.
Yeah, it's
Is the cage what?
1,000 horsepower, naturally aspirated,
Yeah.
big block Chevy.
Is the
man
cage
stuff,
what keeps
and
you
then
in
they
this
put
truck?
nitrous on it. What?
Is the cage what keeps you in this truck, Bo? Because I kind of figured you would just yank the motor and put it in the wagon.
No, that truck works, man. They've got it set up. That deal's dialed. I wouldn't mess with it at all. Like I said, other than painting it, but I wouldn't paint it right away. I'm doing rolling burnouts for a while.
3 sets of tires first week.
Yeah,
Probably.
just line the tires up.
Be burning through tires like John's kid. All right. Well, that covers just about everything we had to talk about tonight.
We cruised right through that.
You ever see any other giveaways that you're like, man, I got to buy some stuff?
What Cletus has got going on right now with the Dodge trucks, I don't want nothing to do with that.
Nah.
I really don't.
I
It's
really-
cool. It's awesome. Don't get me wrong. It's bad news, but I don't. Whatever.
I'd love to have been one of those guys who bought like a spray can of Sam's detailing stuff and won a 71 millimeter precision turbo for it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
That would have been fun.
They
I
do
don't know
some
what I'd
cool
do with it.
giveaways.
Yeah, they do awesome giveaways. They do.
I don't really care to be in them all. Like you go broke on that deal.
What about SRC's new giveaway truck? The
What
short
are they
wide,
giving away?
short wide with the blown big block.
Man, but they're like turning that into like a burnout truck.
Oh, I don't know.
Is that right?
I don't think they purposely are making it a burnout truck.
Is it roots blown or is it centrifugal?
Roots,
Yeah.
big blower. Well, was it 671 or 871? I think it's 6.
I mean,
I don't know.
I'm a sucker for a roots blower.
I mean,
Yeah.
I know it made really good power on the old engine dyno. So
Just
What is
something
that?
about
that's a pretty cool one.
67, 8, 9. What? I don't know what year it is exactly.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know, Fro?
I'd have to look it up.
Yeah, he don't know shit.
Yeah.
It's a really good body style of Chevy truck and a blown big block Chevy. Hard not to jump in on that one, but I don't know. I had my druthers. I'd rather have that 632.
Yeah,
And I'm
No, me
kind
too.
of right there with Pro. I don't know that it would stay in that truck.
Yeah, but you could take your motor out and put in that truck and still have something awesome.
That's
Yeah.
true.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
So
But those OBSs right now are going for like 10 grand as a roller. So, I mean, who cares?
Yeah.
Sell it.
yeah,
Unload it. That one's going to be worth more than 10 grand because it's a cool
And then you
giveaway
put the
truck.
632 in an Astro van.
Yeah.
don't get started on that deal.
Oh, all right. Let's get into marketplace.
Get in your marketplace.
Marketplace.
1949 Mercury Wagon 8, $1,2,3,4,5. Hello, Mercury fans. The 49 Phantom Mercury Wagon is now listed for sale on Bring a Trailer. If you're interested in this one-of-a-kind Merc, head over there and put in a bid or a comment. Not sure if it's the right place for selling custom cars, but we will give it a try.
Spelled custom wrong.
No, you spelled custom wrong.
I have a hat that says custom with a K on it that our buddy Mike
yeah.
gave me.
That's right.
Yep.
Cool looking car from the front.
I like the license plate.
License plate's cool.
Yeah.
It's actually been in magazines, so it is. That's a well-earned license plate. I'm just not sure I like it.
I mean, we did kind of talk about this. We kind of cheated on this one and got a preview. I mean, I can appreciate all the work that got put into this deal for sure, but
That's
It's
surely
just-
not rust bubbling through right in front of the rear bumper right there, is it?
looks like it.
Man, what a heap.
And that may be what's around that exhaust tip too. It's bubbling around it.
Yeah, it could be. That's not
Yeah.
what's making that look wonky.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's sure easy to pick somebody's stuff apart from
Yeah.
way over here.
Oh,
It is.
Obviously a really nice car.
yeah.
And
Lot of
it's,
work.
It's definitely one of them cars that's only purpose in life is to hang out in the garage and then go to the car show.
Right.
That being said, not for me.
Yeah.
I'm
I
out.
agree.
I'm out skiing.
It's fun to look at.
Yeah.
But I have no desire to own one or try to build
Yeah.
something like it.
This one would be more in my wheelhouse, and I'm still not sure I like the wagon.
Is that a CD hanging on the?
Yes, it is.
Sure is.
What is that? Is that
ludicrous?
ludicrous? Son of a biscuit. Where are they sticking that deal?
What are they? I want to see the owner of this thing. Who's?
Yeah. We might be able to hang. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe I like this deal.
I don't know. I didn't until I seen that. So you got a box? Is this thing gonna beat down or what?
I have no idea.
Man, I hope
didn't-
so.
I
Man,
think this was the only
I see
interior
tweeters
shot.
in that door.
Yeah, there's tweeters.
Man,
Dadgummit.
I'm gonna saw off your tweeter.
I still don't like it.
All right. Who wants to read this long-winded thing?
Look at all them words.
55 Chevrolet Classic. I got it, John. I could tell you don't want no part of it. 18.5 for sale. 1955 Chevy Gasser Roller. No motor, trans, or drive shaft. 18.5 or best offer. Really want to sell, but consider a low compression small block Chevy or big block Chevy of equal value trade. Has newer front spring QA1 shocks. The frame rails in the front are from the 60s. It has been a race car ever since then. Fiberglass front clip is mounted on as a liftoff. I'd probably do a little work on it, but it's pinned on. Has a painless wiring panel, new front buckets, old school roll bar, but no cage. New steering wheel. See, I just need a roll bar too to mount a camera. New steering wheel, aluminum door panels.
That's me. That's not the ad, by the way.
All the glass in the car needs all the glasses in the car needs a passenger side rocker panel replaced and some odds and ends. 9-inch Ford with a brace, 35 spring axles, straight shird member, 650 gear.
Dang.
Drum brakes,
That's treatable.
S&W race cars ladder bar. I'm reading it like it says, guys. Strange shocks. All this is brand new with no passes. All wheels are nice. You can't say something like that when you said the frame rails are from the 60s and then say, "Oh, this is new with no passes." I'm just joking. He's talking about the other stuff. Tires have 6 passes on them, 15x10 steel wheels on rear, skinnies on front with Numeroso tires, clean title. Did I read for like 7 minutes?
Yes.
I don't know. I
Jesus.
passed out there for a little bit.
Sorry.
I kind of blacked out. What happened?
Okay. And we're back.
Rocket Man.
Man, Elton John fan, huh?
I think I kind of want it just for a little cartoon character.
What was on the roof? Go back real quick, please.
I'm not allowed to go back.
What's on the roof? Is that just something that sat on the car for years, or is that?
I can only assume.
I think it's Bill Murray on there.
Oh, it might be.
Zombie Land Bill Murray spray. Okay, anyway, good.
Wow.
Fake patina, fiberglass front end.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
It
this
is
first
good.
class rusted its ass off.
They did a good job, though. It doesn't look horrible.
I want to know what hood's open in this shot right here, though.
Yeah, that's a man.
It cuts up a set of turkeys like that. At least they look like turkeys. I don't know.
And the car's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like that other one.
Yeah, the other one's
57's
You got a,
nice.
got a laid out 57 back there.
Yeah. That's why he's getting rid of the 55.
Yeah.
He's got something cooler.
I'm sorry, I just sent you guys a text. You said something about a hood, and it reminded me of something I saved. Anyway. Yeah, what hood was popped? Hold on, I'm going to take over these slides real fast. So, John,
go ahead.
This is my fault. Let's see.
That is the most horrible hood I've ever seen.
Why can't I?
Is hideous.
Yeah,
It's got that. Okay, never mind. What's offline?
yeah, offline that deal. We need to share that on the next show, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
What not to do to your G body. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just looking at the hoods. Oh, my bad. My bad. All right. I overshot it, guys.
That happens.
That?
Okay, not only that, that guy's got a nice shop. Look at that deal. The floors are nice.
Giant Cabbage Patch doll head in the back.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
You got all the shoes hanging up. Look at
How
the shoes.
creepy would that
be?
be as soon as you walk in your shop and it's like none of the lights are on? You're like, whoa.
You see a baby face?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
God.
think I might do that now. Oh, there's the fenders that came off of it above the car on the storage racks.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
sure
I see
enough.
those deals. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bet the hood's up there, too.
Somewhere. Like I said, it's probably hanging up behind these shoes that are hanging up on the right side.
Yeah.
There's a gas pump. Okay, we got to move on. He's got a lot of stuff going on in there.
Yeah, I want to go hang.
He's got a
He's
Flexzilla
got a-
hose on his air compressor.
He does.
Yeah, you got that Arbor Freight.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
How clean it is. Anyway,
Why would there not be burnout marks in that garage?
Because
Floor's
it has perfect floors.
That's
Yeah.
mine does too. It's got the exact same floor. First thing I did, lit them up. Hello, subdivision.
you just got to show it who's boss
Break
Right
them
off.
in.
right off the bat. This looks like a John ad.
Yeah, it's very few words. They're all big. 1977 Corvette wide body wagon, $4,000. LS swap, 5.3 stage 3 cam, API studs, 1800 stall, runs, carb setup, but block is cracked. This is contradictory. TCI transmission, lightning rod shifter, have all the glass and interior, needs TLC, have a lot more than 4K in it. I'm not letting it go for less. No trades. A wide body Corvette wagon, lightning rod shifter. I would have left out the part about the block being cracked. I just been like, maybe need some tune up deal.
Little JB Weld, and you'll be good to go.
Yeah.
I feel like not really.
I don't. God, that's ugly.
That's even uglier than I was imagining in
Yeah.
my brain.
I wish I had.
Look
I
at
wish I
the
had the Corvette.
steering wheel.
Wish I had the Corvette summer hood. That'd make it better.
Not really.
No,
It's
that's
like
the worst hood ever.
That is horrible.
Yeah.
But the lightning rod shifters, that's what makes it.
I mean,
And that's got a certain cool factor to it. Not gonna take that away. But
The
that's the
cut
same.
steering wheel.
It's the same one I got. You just gotta chop it.
yeah. Cha, cha.
You just got mad as hell with that deal. So it want to be Kit and like Knight Rider.
Yeah.
I do not want to drive that car at all just because I use the whole
Wanna
steering wheel when I drive.
I'm gonna drive it like a go-kart.
Yeah, I think I would wreck. You gotta go to turn and just I don't know.
Yeah.
Weird.
Like, say you need to get fries, so you're already eating a burger, and you need to drive with your knee for a little bit.
Not happening.
That is not happening in this rig.
No. What's up with the bug behind it? Is that for
What are
sale?
we growing in the foreground here? This is crazy, man.
I've tried to find any and all marketplace things that have an awkward background just for John.
Where do they live?
It's definitely like Florida. I see palm trees, man.
Yeah, there's palm trees back there.
Yeah.
Where do they live at?
Dogs got their tongues out. It's definitely like 85, 88
Yeah.
degrees, something like that.
With the
I
old Dodge
believe
truck.
this was Naples, Florida.
Yeah.
Okay. Makes
Yeah.
sense. Checks out.
It was a Tuesday.
Palm trees and, hydroponic farm. I'd say, yeah, that's probably Florida.
Man, once again, I appreciate the kind of work people put into stuff, but man, it's just
I'd appreciate if they didn't.
Oh, gosh.
Like
Is
maybe
it-
focus on growing stuff in buckets and quit effing up cars.
I'm not gonna lie, I would dislike it just as much if it was a stock 77 Corvette. Yeah. I want to. Is it bad that I'd rather look at the bug in the back?
So after a long night of smoking stuff you grew in buckets, you're staring at your 77 Corvette and a crappy old camper shell, and you're thinking to yourself, I think those two things go together like peanut butter and jelly.
I think I could carry at least a dozen buckets of plants in this wagon Corvette.
Yeah,
It's a delivery vehicle.
we like a moonshiner.
That's
Only I'm
right.
gonna have buckets of plants.
Yep.
Bo, Doherty, look what I found on Marketplace, man. It's bad.
It's so fast. This is a drug and drive.
This is just one of those where I just get all Adam Sandler, and this is a nice piece of shit.
Did they want money for this?
What is going on? Hey,
I
they'll
don't know.
trade. I guarantee they'll trade. I think it said no
Yeah.
trades.
Yeah.
They'll trade. Hold on, let me go back here. No trades. I'm calling BS. They'll trade.
I got a bunch of buckets, some grow lights.
Dude, you're in.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I don't know if you know this, but the nugget of this episode is going to be that's a drug and drive. That's the one right there. That's
You see that guy going down the road? Is he getting pulled over? Probably. That guy's on the road.
probably
Yeah.
the only way you get pulled over faster is if you were in a 64 Impala with mismatched panels.
It's literally, man, it's on the bumper. License and registration. It's on the bumper. It's on the back. That's where we're at with this.
Oh, no. I said all that so that I could say this.
Oh my God.
Bone
This is-
wheels, 20-inch, 5x114, $1,400. Yes, these are real wheels. And yes, they are for sale. I have for sale lightly used forged bone 20-inch wheels. They will fit a variety of vehicles. Specs are below. 20 by 8.5, pink-ish bone wheel with 245, 35, 20 Kumo PS91 tires. Less than 500 miles total, essentially new condition. Wheel specs, 20 by, who cares? Let's just get to the point. He spent $3,850 on these.
Hold on.
You are
Yes.
getting a deal at $1,400.
Are you sure it's a him?
I don't know that it's a him.
Okay.
Somebody.
Let's just say these wheels have been around the block.
I don't know that I would buy used bone wheels if I was going to buy bone wheels.
No.
I'd want the fresh bone wheels.
Yeah.
Unused bone wheels.
As you can see, he forgot the R.
Hold on. I got a question, guys. What company was like, you know what would sell good? Wheels made out of wieners.
Bone wheels.
No, wheels made out of wieners. Make them. Send them.
It's like 6 boners between the outer rim and the inner hub.
Do you think there was an argument between 5, 6, or 8?
I want to know how they decided whether they were going in.
Because you think structurally it would go out, would make more
Yeah.
sense. There's more material. Yeah.
Hours of R&D with top men went into this.
Oh my god.
So
You
The
know
owner
there
that-
was an argument in the boardroom too.
Hey.
They're like, why are they all pointing in? They should be pointing
forged
out.
wheels.
The owner of that company is also selling a wagon Corvette, from what I understand.
I think so. comes with many buckets of plants.
You buy this car, we'll let you pick out 6 buckets. That's it.
Six.
For asking price, you get 6 buckets.
Starting at 6.
Why with those wheels?
Yeah, I don't know.
You know, years ago, I remember I saw a set of wheels. They were, stop showing them. They're everywhere. It's like you have a wiener farm on those wheels. You know?
Did somebody think that they were making like wagon spokes with little attachment nuts up here and like an attach point down here? Is that what they were doing? I just don't understand.
I'm just thinking Austin Powers. Johnson.
So I showed you
Foot
that
long. Your foot long.
No.
I showed you that one so that I could ask you this question
Oh
specifically.
my gosh.
Oh
Okay.
gosh.
Let's get ready to play the theme music and get out of here. What is worse? The bone wheels or the ski don't?
Oh, snap.
So I'm gonna just say, like, if those wheels do fit many applications, it would probably be fun at least once or 9 times to go find one of your friends' car while they were parked, like, and go put them on one side. So, like, they get in, they're driving around on these boner wheels and don't even know it.
Could they
I'd
have
almost
named-
spend the money just to be able to prank people once in a while.
Yeah. Just throw a boner wheel on every now and again.
Yeah.
Doherty's not all about slashing tires. He's all about dropping off new wheels.
I guess. Okay.
So what's worse, the bone or the ski don't?
I mean, if a guy was forced to put those wheels on his car or occasionally drive the Skidone.
Yeah.
Oh my
man.
gosh. I'm gonna find a use for them wheels.
I'm gonna Super Dave the Skidone off of something. Yeah. I think I just can't do the boner wheels. That's weird. No, you're right, dude. Definitely the wheels. I can't. This Skidone. You get beat up just for getting on that thing.
All right.
When you go steal your buddy's wheels and put those on his car, that's just funny for like a week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking who I would do it to first. So
I was trying to roll it through my head too.
It's
Like,
Jimmy.
I didn't say that.
I
It's
mean,
Jimmy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Boner wheels on that Porsche. Yeah.
It's funny. That's what he took off when he bought it. They already had those.
Oh, on that note, Bo, you got anything else you want to throw in here?
Nope, I don't.
Doherty.
I've had enough.
I'm good.
All right. Then throw us out of here. What's the one thing you always say?
See ya.
Everybody love everybody.
one more thing. I got to say it before we get off here, okay? Imagine taking that car to a detail shop and saying, I want those wheels cleaned really good. All
Get
right.
in there real good and deep like.
Get in there and then sit back. Yes, just okay. Good night, guys.